everybody, it's Barbara Greenberg with Launch My Kid, coming to you from my kitchen in Phoenix, Arizona with vlog number 11 of Parents, Please Stay in Your Lane. In this vlog, I really want to encourage you to stick with these efforts that you've been practicing around staying in your lane, because people, this stuff really works. And I have some evidence that I want to show you. I'd like to set up this next part of the video for you, and basically what I want to say is that it has taken me a very long time to figure out how to stay in my lane. And what I have learned is that I don't want my children to be my best self, or my husband Dave's best self, or anybody else's best self. The best thing for them to be content and to be successful in their lives is for them to learn how to be their best self. And what I see is that I can't do it for them. I can't make the phone calls for them. I can't solve their problems for them. They really have to learn how to do this hard work on their own. However, what I have learned is that it's always okay to be on the sidelines. So although we're not doing the work for them, when we're on the sidelines encouraging them and being there in case they need us for support or advice or suggestions or resources, then they are able to do this hard work on their own. So here we go. Here is Melissa Greenberg sharing an epiphany that she had, something that I've encouraged her to think about and to do for a very long time. But you know what? It couldn't come from me. It had to come from somewhere else. And that's okay.
So this morning at yoga, my instructor was saying something about how, and this is something that, is so obvious, but we don't really actually consider, the world goes on with or without you. The only things that you can control are your actions. So if I'm driving and I'm having a great time, windows down, singing along to my music, whatever, and then I look down at my clock and I realize I'm late. But if I get stressed out, that's on me. So I was thinking a lot today about how the little decisions that I'm making affect my space in the world, and how the world doesn't necessarily change. So the only thing I can really control is the noggin, my interior environment. The exterior environment that I'm in, sure, I have a relative amount of control over that, and in that I can make decisions to sort of change it, but not really. Anyway, that's what I was thinking about today, and trying to just be more present in acknowledging what was going on in my head every time something a stressful feeling came up. Really acknowledging that I was stressed out, saying why, and what's actually happening in this exterior environment that's making me react in this way, right? Oh, a customer is being pissy, that's not my fault. But what is up to me in that situation is how I react to them, and I have the chance to I guess make their exterior environment a little more welcoming, I guess is the best way to put it. So I tried really hard. For some of y'all, this might not be such a huge realization as it was for me, but for someone who struggles with anxiety and stress, being able to pinpoint something and say, oh, that's not my fault, or really can't do that much to control that, or I'm totally overreacting. Any reminder of that is really helpful. So something to chew on for your day today. And hope everyone has a good one.
Melissa, thank you very, very much for sharing your Instagram post with all of us. And really, Melissa Greenberg, you are a superhero. I guess at this point we can say we've really established some rules for the road. So to recap, rule number 1 is ask permission before you offer help or advice. Rule number 2, if the answer is no, walk away. They may come back to you at some point, but for now you have to respect their choices. And this is how they learn how to navigate. If the answer is yes, pause and think through how you want to respond. You can use your personality traits, and later on We'll talk about the kinds of strengths that you have to help your kids with problems that they need help solving or answers to questions or where to go for resources. Rule number 3, proceed with your advice or suggestion. Rule number 4, repeat, starting with rule number 1. Next time, we'll consider how your personal values and your strengths play a role in how you can stay in your lane. Until then, please share this video with your friends and families and with your kiddos. Give your kids a hug and practice staying in your lane.